Point one, why love is so important for us. Love is one of those big feelings that everyone talks about, but can be pretty complicated too. It's not just something we feel, it's something we really need to be happy and healthy. When we think about love, it's like the fuel that keeps us going in life. It helps us feel good about ourselves and how we connect with others. Love comes in many forms. We feel it for our family, friends, and partners, and each type of love is important. But the main thing to remember is that love is crucial for our emotional health. Think of it like a love tank. Just like a car needs gas to run, we need love to feel whole. When our love tank is full, we feel safe and ready to tackle whatever life throws at us. But when it's empty, we might feel lonely or not good enough. This is especially true for kids. They really need love and affection to grow up strong and stable. If they don't get that love, it can affect them for a long time. That's why it's so important to show love in our relationships. It helps build a strong foundation for emotional health. In adult relationships, like marriages, keeping that love tank full is just as important. Couples need to show each other love and appreciation regularly. This means understanding how each other likes to give and receive love. For example, one person might feel loved when their partner helps them out, while another might cherish spending quality time together. By figuring out these preferences, couples can connect better and avoid misunderstandings. Some people think that having nice things can replace love, but that's not true. You can have all the money in the world, but without love, life can feel empty. True happiness comes from emotional connections, not material stuff. In short, love is a basic need for all of us. When we understand how important it is and work to keep our love tanks full, we can build healthier relationships and lead happier lives. By recognizing the different ways love shows up and learning about love languages, we can create deeper connections with others. Love isn't just a feeling. It's a key part of our emotional well-being. So, let's make love a priority in our lives. It's what makes everything worthwhile. Point two, from crush to commitment. How talking can strengthen your relationship. How relationships often start with that amazing spark. It's like a whirlwind of feelings that makes everything feel magical. This phase, where everything seems perfect, is often called being in love. During this time, it's easy to see your partner and the world through rose-colored glasses. But as time goes on, those intense feelings can start to fade. This is when many couples face the reality of their relationship, and it can be a bit tough. That's why good communication is so important. The initial excitement of being in love is powerful, but it doesn't last forever. Studies show that this romantic phase usually lasts about 2 years. After that, couples often deal with real-life challenges, like differences in values and emotional needs. When the initial thrill wears off, it's common to feel a bit disillusioned and question if you and your partner are truly compatible. To get through this tricky time, it's essential to create a space where both partners can talk openly and understand each other. It's important to realize that those intense feelings from the beginning aren't something you can hold on to forever. Instead, focus on building a deeper connection based on respect, trust, and support. Talking openly about your feelings, needs, and expectations is key. This means sharing what you want from the relationship and being open to hearing your partner's needs too. When you create an atmosphere of honesty, it's easier to work through any misunderstandings or conflicts that come up as you adjust to life together. Real love isn't just a feeling. It's a choice that takes effort. Couples need to actively choose to prioritize their relationship. This could mean setting aside time for meaningful chats, doing fun activities together, and just being there for each other. By making these choices, you can build a strong foundation that helps your relationship grow over time. It's also super important to talk about what you both expect from the relationship. Discuss your goals, values, and what you envision for the future. When you're on the same page, it strengthens your bond and makes you feel more like a team. As your relationship evolves, be ready to adapt. You might face challenges that test your commitment, like work stress, family issues, or financial pressures. To get through these bumps, keep those lines of communication open and tackle problems as they come up. In the end, while falling in love is a wonderful experience, It's crucial to remember that relationships need ongoing effort and communication to really thrive. As the initial excitement fades, embrace the chance to deepen your connection through honest conversations, shared experiences, and a commitment to understanding each other. By doing this, you can build a lasting love that stands the test of time and makes your lives richer together. Point 3. Getting to know love languages for a happier relationship. When it comes to love, there's no one right way to do it. Everyone has their own special way of feeling and showing love, and if we don't get that, it can lead to some confusion. That's where the idea of love languages comes in. Think of love languages like different ways we talk about love, just like how people speak different languages. Some folks show love through kind words, others through helping out, giving gifts, spending time together, or even through hugs and kisses. Each person usually has a main love language that really speaks to them. For example, imagine a couple where one person loves hearing sweet words, while the other feels loved when they get a hug. If the one who loves words doesn't hear any compliments, they might feel a bit neglected, even if their partner is showering them with hugs. This can lead to some frustration, which is why it's super important to understand how each other expresses love. To make a relationship stronger, it's key for couples to take the time to learn about each other's love languages. This means having open chats and being curious about what makes each other feel loved. When couples do this, they can fill each other's love tanks, which is a fun way to think about the emotional love we all carry inside. Misunderstandings can pop up in any relationship, even if you've been together for a long time. Often, it's because one person doesn't quite get how the other shows love. For instance, if one partner shows love by doing nice things, they might feel unappreciated if the other doesn't notice. On the flip side, if someone values spending time together, but their partner is always busy, they might feel ignored. Take Mark and Andrea, for example. They loved their kids, but struggled to connect. Mark needed physical affection, while Andrea wanted quality time. Mark felt unloved without hugs, and Andrea felt distant because Mark was always working. Their story shows how different love languages can create gaps in a relationship. Understanding love languages isn't just about knowing your own. It's also about recognizing your partner's. This can lead to deeper connections and more meaningful moments together. Couples can learn to show love in ways that really resonate with each other, making both feel secure and valued. To figure out your partner's love language, pay attention to what makes them smile or feel appreciated. Do they light up when you give them compliments? Or do they seem happier when you're just hanging out together? Watching these little signs can give you great clues. Talking openly about love languages can also be really helpful. Couples can share what makes them feel loved, which not only helps with understanding, but also brings them closer together. It creates a space where both partners feel heard and valued. As time goes on, love languages can change. Life events like having kids or starting a new job can shift how we express and receive love. So, it's a good idea to check in on this topic every now and then to make sure both partners feel happy and connected. In the end, getting to know love languages can really boost a relationship. By understanding how each other shows love, couples can create a stronger bond and a more fulfilling partnership. It might take some effort and patience, but the rewards are totally worth it. A relationship built on understanding and appreciation is more likely to thrive, leading to a lasting and loving connection. Point 4. The magic of kind words. How compliments can boost your relationships. Talking to each other is super important in love and relationships. One way to show love that really makes a difference is through kind words. This idea is all about using our words to express love, appreciation, and support for each other. When we understand how to use this love language, it can really strengthen the bond between partners. Words of affirmation are more than just saying nice things. They help build closeness and trust. When we genuinely praise and encourage our loved ones, we create a space where they feel valued and understood. It's not just about compliments. It's about noticing the special things our partners do. For example, telling your partner they look amazing in a new outfit or recognizing their hard work can really boost their self-esteem and improve your relationship. The beauty of words of affirmation is in their simplicity. You don't need fancy speeches or big gestures. Just a heartfelt compliment can mean a lot. When you tell your partner what you admire about them, it helps them feel good about themselves and strengthens your connection. Simple phrases like, "I love how you always make time for us," or "Your jokes always make me smile," can really lift their spirits and create a positive vibe in your relationship. Try keeping a little notebook to get better at giving compliments. Write down phrases or compliments that you like, whether you hear them from others or come up with them yourself. This will help you find the right words when you want to express your feelings. The more you practice, the easier it will be to share your thoughts. It's also important to remember the difference between asking for something and demanding it. While it's normal to want your partner to do certain things, it's better to ask nicely rather than make it sound like a command. For example, if you want help with chores, showing appreciation for what they do instead of pointing out what they don't do can lead to a better response. There's a story about a woman who was frustrated because her husband hadn't painted their bedroom after she asked him many times. Instead of nagging him, she started complimenting him on the things he did well. Within a few weeks, she noticed a change in him. By focusing on the positive, she created a more encouraging atmosphere that motivated him to take action. This shows that praising someone often works better than criticizing them. This idea isn't just for romantic relationships. It works in friendships, family, and even at work. Everyone loves to feel appreciated, and when we make it a habit to express our gratitude, we help create a positive environment. Words of affirmation can also help during tough times. When things get heated or stressful, a few kind words can ease the tension and remind both partners of their love. For instance, during a disagreement, saying something like, "I care about our relationship and want to work through this together," can shift the focus from the argument to your partnership. Besides speaking kind words, writing little notes or sending sweet texts can also be very impactful. A simple message saying you love or appreciate your partner can brighten their day. Leaving a note in their bag or on the bathroom mirror could be a lovely surprise that shows you care. Keep in mind that not everyone responds the same way to compliments. Some people thrive on kind words, while others might not react as strongly. So, it's important to pay attention to how your partner responds and adjust your approach if needed. Talking openly about love languages can help both of you understand each other better, leading to a happier relationship. In short, words of affirmation are a wonderful way to show love and strengthen your relationships. By giving genuine compliments, recognizing efforts, and asking nicely, we can create a supportive and appreciative environment. This love language not only deepens emotional connections, but also spreads positivity in all areas of our lives. As we practice this way of communicating, we build a stronger bond with our partners, making our relationships richer and more fulfilling. Point 5. Why quality time matters in relationships. In our busy lives, it's easy to forget how important it is to spend real quality time with our partners. Sometimes we might be in the same room but feel miles apart, thinking that just being close is enough. But true connection goes beyond that. Quality time means really engaging with each other, giving your partner your full attention without distractions. This could mean putting your phone away during dinner or turning off the TV for a deep chat. It's all about being focused and intentional in your time together. When you do this, it helps both partners feel loved and appreciated. Try to pick activities that bring you closer. This could be having meaningful conversations where you both share your thoughts and feelings, or doing fun things together that you both enjoy. The goal is to choose activities that encourage interaction, rather than just sitting side by side without really connecting. You can do anything from taking a nice walk in the park to going out for a concert or cooking a meal together. The key is that these moments help you express your love for each other. For example, if you take a cooking class together, you're not just learning something new, you're also spending time together, talking, and making memories. These shared experiences can really strengthen your bond. When you do things together, you create a treasure trove of memories that you can look back on fondly. This shared history can be a comforting foundation for your relationship, especially during tough times. Remember, quality time looks different for everyone. What works for one couple might not work for another. Some might love a cozy night in, while others might crave adventure. The important thing is to talk openly about what quality time means to each of you and be willing to find a balance. For instance, if one partner loves the outdoors and the other prefers staying in, they could plan a picnic in a park. This way, the outdoor lover gets to enjoy nature, while the indoor fan can relax in a comfy spot. Meeting each other halfway is key to a healthy relationship. Creating little rituals can also help strengthen your bond. Maybe you set aside a weekly date night to reconnect and enjoy each other's company. These routines can bring stability and something to look forward to in your relationship. Being present during these moments is super important too. This means really listening to your partner and showing interest in what they're saying. It's easy to get distracted, but making an effort to stay focused can really improve your time together. In short, spending quality time with your partner is essential for a loving and fulfilling relationship. It takes intention and a desire to connect on a deeper level. By making quality time a priority, couples can strengthen their emotional ties, create lasting memories, and build a more loving partnership. As life gets busier, committing to quality time becomes even more crucial for keeping the romance alive. Point 6. Why giving gifts is a sweet way to show you care. When it comes to relationships, showing love in the right way is super important for keeping that emotional spark alive. One big idea is that everyone has their own way of feeling loved, and one of those ways is through gifts. Giving and receiving gifts can really show how much you care. For some people, gifts are the main way they feel appreciated and loved. Gift giving is something people have done for ages, no matter where you are in the world. From ancient times to now, exchanging gifts has always been a big part of how we connect with each other. This is especially true in romantic relationships. If your partner feels loved through gifts, then every thoughtful present you give can really strengthen your bond. To make gift giving work, it's important to think about what your partner would really like. This means paying attention to what makes them happy. Think back to gifts that brought them joy, whether you gave them or someone else did. You can also ask friends or family for ideas on what might make your partner smile. A common mistake is thinking that the price of a gift is what matters most. But for those who love receiving gifts, it's really about the thought and effort behind it. The whole process, from coming up with the idea to picking or making the gift and finally giving it, shows your love and care. Doug and Kate's story can be an example here. At first, Doug was great at giving Kate gifts that made her feel special. But after they got married, he stopped because he thought it was too expensive. This made Kate feel neglected because gifts were her way of feeling loved. When someone pointed this out to Doug, he realized it wasn't about how much he spent, but the thought behind the gifts. Once he started surprising her with small, meaningful gifts again, their relationship improved a lot. This story shows that understanding how your partner feels loved can really change things for the better. For those who love receiving gifts, giving them is a key way to show love and appreciation. Gifts don't always have to be physical items. They can also be experiences like planning a fun date or a special outing. The important thing is to make sure the gesture is thoughtful and fits your partner's likes. Giving gifts can also be a great way to celebrate important moments in your partner's life. A nice gift for a birthday, anniversary, or after they achieve something big can show your support and admiration. These little celebrations can create wonderful memories and strengthen your bond. Remember, how often you give gifts can vary. Some people love getting little surprises regularly, while others prefer bigger gifts on special occasions. It's all about finding what works for both of you and talking openly about what you both want. In the end, giving and receiving gifts is a powerful way to express love that can really shape the emotional side of a relationship. By understanding and embracing this love language, you can make your connection even stronger. Whether it's through small, thoughtful gifts or big gestures, gift giving is a beautiful way to show love that can really touch the hearts of those who appreciate it. The goal is to create a loving environment where both partners feel valued and understood, leading to a happier and more resilient relationship. Point 7. Acts of service, a heartfelt way to show love. There are so many ways to show love, but one of the most meaningful is through acts of service. This simply means doing helpful things for your partner. If your loved one often wishes for a hand with everyday tasks like cleaning up after dinner or taking out the trash, it might mean that they really appreciate acts of service as a way to feel loved. To really get this love language, It helps to change how you think. Instead of just thinking about what your partner can do for you, try focusing on what you can do for them. This shift not only brings you closer together, but also builds a sense of teamwork and respect. Acts of service can be anything from simple chores like vacuuming and grocery shopping to bigger tasks like helping with kids' homework or taking pets to the vet. But remember, these acts should come from the heart. Love can't be forced, and neither can acts of service. They need to be genuine, so both partners should feel comfortable sharing their needs without feeling pressured. One challenge with acts of service is that traditional gender roles can get in the way. Many of us grow up with ideas about who should do what around the house. For example, some might think cleaning is mainly a woman's job, while others believe men should be the breadwinners. These stereotypes can make it tough to express love through helpful actions. Mark grew up in a home where his dad never helped with chores, believing they were women's work. But when he married Mary, he realized that sharing responsibilities was important. By letting go of those old beliefs, Mark could show Mary love and respect by pitching in around the house. Changing how you think about these roles is key if you want to express love through acts of service. It takes a bit of effort to rethink your beliefs about who does what in a relationship. But when you do, you can create a more balanced and loving space where both partners feel appreciated. Acts of service can look different for everyone, so it's important to figure out what your partner values most. You can ask them directly or pay attention to what makes them smile. For example, if they seem really happy when you do the dishes or fold the laundry, those are great places to focus your efforts. Communication is also super important. Talking openly about what you both need can help set clear expectations and make sure both of you feel satisfied in the relationship. When you both understand what acts of service mean to each other, you can work together to build a supportive and loving partnership. Plus, doing acts of service can help reduce stress and make your home feel more peaceful. When one person takes care of chores, it frees up time for both of you to enjoy each other's company. This shared effort can deepen your appreciation for one another and strengthen your bond. And don't forget, acts of service don't have to be huge. Small, everyday gestures can be just as powerful. Cooking your partner's favorite meal, running an errand they dislike, or simply being there to listen can all show love in meaningful ways. Over time, these little acts can build a strong foundation of love and respect in your relationship. In short, showing love through acts of service is a key part of keeping a healthy and happy relationship. By understanding and embracing this love language, you can create a supportive space where both of you feel valued. It takes a willingness to challenge old beliefs, communicate openly, and take steps to help each other. Ultimately, the goal is to nurture a loving partnership where both of you can thrive and grow together. Point 8. Why physical touch matters in love. Physical touch is one of the best ways to show love and care in a relationship. For some people, it's actually the most important way they feel loved. From the moment we're born, touch is super important for our emotional growth. Babies who get lots of hugs and kisses tend to grow up feeling more secure and happy than those who don't. This early experience shapes how we see love and connection later in life. For couples, realizing that touch might be their partner's main love language can really change how they express their feelings. Simple things like holding hands, hugging, or kissing can say a lot about how much you care. These little gestures can easily fit into everyday life, making it simple to show love in meaningful ways. For example, holding hands while walking or sharing a quiet moment together can create a special bond. Even a quick hug or kiss in front of friends can boost feelings of love and appreciation. When partners are apart, like in long-distance relationships, finding creative ways to keep that touch alive is super important. One woman whose husband is in the military wears his old shirt during video calls. It's a small thing, but it helps her feel close to him, even when they're far apart. When couples are together, trying out new ways to touch can be a fun way to grow closer. This can mean experimenting with different types of touch or asking each other what feels good. Talking openly about touch is key since everyone has their own likes and dislikes. Knowing what works for both partners can really enhance that physical connection. Couples can also learn things like massage techniques to add some variety to their interactions. This shows that they care enough to understand each other's needs. The main thing is to approach touch with curiosity and a desire to make each other feel good, while always respecting each other's comfort levels. It's crucial to remember that while touch can be a powerful way to express love, it should always be consensual and respectful. Every couple needs to set their own boundaries about what feels right for them. Physical abuse is never okay and should be dealt with right away. In short, physical touch is a key part of showing love in relationships. It builds emotional connections, boosts intimacy, and strengthens the bond between partners. By understanding and embracing this way of expressing love, couples can create a deeper, more fulfilling relationship filled with affection and respect. Whether it's through small gestures or more intimate moments, the power of touch can really change how partners experience love and connection in their lives. Point 9. Getting to know your love language. When it comes to relationships, knowing how we give and receive love is super important for building strong connections. There's this idea about love languages that helps us understand the different ways we feel loved. The main thing is to figure out your primary love language, which can really improve how you communicate and feel in your relationships. To start figuring out your love language, think about what you often ask your partner for. This can show you what makes you feel most loved. For example, if you love spending time together, your love language might be quality time. If you often want compliments, then words of affirmation could be your thing. By looking at what you ask for, you can learn a lot about what makes you feel appreciated. Another way to find your love language is to remember the times you felt really valued. Was it during a deep chat, a surprise gift, or a kind gesture? These moments can help you see what your love language might be. Trust your feelings during this process. They can guide you to what you truly need emotionally. Think about any tough times in past relationships, too. When did you feel unloved or ignored? What was missing? If you were hurt because your partner didn't show love in a certain way, that might point to your love language. For instance, if you were disappointed when they forgot special dates or didn't give thoughtful gifts, receiving gifts might be important to you. Your childhood also shapes how you see love. How did your parents show affection? Was it through hugs, kind words, or helping out? These early experiences can influence your love language as an adult. For example, if your parents praise you a lot, you might find words of affirmation to be your main love language. Let's say there's a girl named Ella. She figured out that her love language is receiving gifts. She remembered a time when her brother gave her a thoughtless gift on Christmas, which made her realize how much meaningful gifts matter to her. By understanding this, she could better express her needs to her partner. Once you know your love language, it's important to talk about it with your partner. Sharing what you've learned can help both of you connect better. Encourage your partner to share their love language too. This kind of open chat helps you both show love in ways that really matter to each other. Also, keep in mind that love languages can change over time. As we grow and go through different experiences, how we express and receive love can shift. So, it's a good idea to check in on this every now and then to make sure you both understand each other's needs. In short, figuring out your love language is a big step toward better relationships. By thinking about what you ask for, your feelings, and your upbringing, you can get a clearer picture of what makes you feel loved. This understanding not only strengthens your bond with your partner, but also helps you communicate better. Enjoy the journey of discovering your love language and watch your relationships grow with more understanding and appreciation. Point 10. Conclusion. So, let's talk about love languages. The way we show and feel love can really change how we connect with each other. Sometimes, we might not even realize that our partner has a different way of expressing affection. This can lead to misunderstandings and hurt feelings. There are 5 main love languages: words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch. Each one is like a different way of saying I love you. For some, hearing kind words or compliments makes them feel loved. For others, it's all about actions, like helping out with chores or cooking a nice meal. Then there are those who feel loved through gifts. It's not about how much something costs, but the thought behind it. Quality time is all about being present with each other, really focusing on one another. And let's not forget physical touch, which includes hugs, kisses, and all those little moments of closeness. Understanding these love languages can really help us communicate better. Sometimes we might show love in a way that doesn't resonate with our partner. For example, if you like doing things for your partner, but they just want to hear you say nice things, it can create a gap. That's why it's super important to talk about how you both like to give and receive love. When you take the time to learn your partner's love language, it can really change the game. It might mean stepping out of your comfort zone, like spending more time together if that's what they need. But it shows you care and want to make the relationship stronger. Also, it's not just about knowing their love language. You have to practice it regularly. The more you express love in a way that speaks to your partner, the stronger your bond will become. In the end, understanding love languages can help you build a deeper connection and create a happier, healthier relationship. It's all about growing together and supporting each other through life's ups and downs.